Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 22 of Log Horizon, second season. And this episode, it wasn't like super big one. It was a little bit more, we're getting more information on what is going on, what's going to happen. It was actually pretty interesting because we learned a lot actually. Pretty much, this episode, it had a whole bunch of other things that, of course, everyone's feeling down, all that kind of things. But this, how adventurers, like, is pretty much almost a year from when the apocalypse happened. And we get, like, a point of view from everyone, considering, like, how certain people, how they feel, how some of them are getting depressed. They want to go back to the old world, really. And, of course, there is no way. But most of this episode was pretty much, I'm just going to talk about this because this was the part I really was interested in, was the letter from Roy 2. And turns out Roy 2 is actually Shiroi's second account, his second character that he wasn't using, obviously, because he's in his main one. But it turns out that I don't know what, they don't know what for sure, but there's this third party besides the people of the land and the adventurers. And not really sure if maybe they're aliens, maybe they're just some other group of people. I don't really know yet. They don't even know for sure, but it's pretty much they're called the Navigators, and there's two groups. There's observers like Roy 2, which observe pretty much obviously, and go out in the world and stuff. And then there's the Harvesters, which are the geniuses, those bad guys that we've been seeing, those new monster types that we've been seeing. And pretty much what they're there for is, I guess their race is. That's why it seems more like they're aliens, but the race, they need something called epithelions or something like that, I think. And I'm thinking it's more of like what they need is their memories, something like that. Maybe it's emotions. I'm thinking memories in the fact that whenever you die, you you lose some of your memories. And where do they come from? Their civilization, from Roy 2 said, is on the moon. And just like Shiroi said when he died, and him and Akatsuki was on a beach in the moon, and their memories just floated off. I'm thinking that's what epithelions or whatever it's called is. That's what my guess is. I'm not sure if you have any other things you might think it is. If you do, comment below and we can talk about like why you think that is. But from my point of view, my opinion, I'm thinking that what they need is their memories, and it makes sense considering whenever they die, they lose their memory and it goes to the moon. It's like separated for them at that beach on the moon, and pretty much that's what the episode really is about. Not too much to talk about in this episode. Mostly, this is what's going to be happening, and Shidoi is going to be trying to figure out a way to get to the moon. They have to figure out a way to get to the moon somehow, and that might be the way to get back home. And I'm wondering, is this mean that like they're probably gonna maybe figure out a way to get there, maybe figure out a way to get home, and that's the end of the anime? I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe is a possibility considering it's episode 22. There's only what 3 more episodes though, so I'm not too sure if they're just gonna rush it or we're gonna have a third season, something like that. But I don't know. It's actually really interesting in the fact that there is a third party in this kind of thing, and that you know there's two different groups of the navigators, and I mean the navigators. There's observers like Roy 2, which is pretty interesting. That Roy 2 is actually like whatever that thing, whatever they are, those aliens or whatever, went into his account, his character, which is a soulless body, obviously, so he could do that. And it's just kind of interesting the fact that there's just new point of view all of a sudden, because it's always been the people of the land and the adventurers, and now there's this new group, new third party that we don't know about, and they could actually know a way to figure out how to get home. And a lot of things are starting to happen. There's possibility of war. Things are just starting to go hectic. People are starting to get depressed. So that's why I'm thinking that this is going to be the end, because they really need to figure out a way, because everything is going pretty much downhill right now. People are getting depressed. Sooner or later, people are just going to like retaliate like that one guy and start trying to just kill and destroy the world. Who cares? They don't give a crap about this world. And then there's of course the people like they just keep, those knights, they just keep killing themselves just so that there's a chance they can, I don't know, maybe they think they're sacrificing so they can go back home. These people are going crazy. Can't stay in this game forever. It's already almost been a year. That's pretty dang long. And yeah, I can't wait for the next episodes because I have a feeling that they're, as much as it sucks, they're gonna be like, I feel, squishing everything into these last couple episodes, which may not be too good of a thing, but hopefully they end up doing it well and we get to see, good action, good crazy things going on, and an end to the story. Because right now, from maybe it's not a complete end, maybe they will put a season 3, but from like the way they're doing it so far, it seems like this is an ultimatum. There's no way they have to figure a way to get home because everything is going bad. Possibility with war with the people of the land, and then of course people going crazy because they want to go back home. So it's my opinion on the episode and everything. What's going to happen in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. If there's any questions you have, comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And until next time, guys, see ya.